Hello, everyone. Welcome back in this episode of Bitcoin trade. I'm gonna talk a little bit about Zeta coins because I've had a number of um, viewers here talking about Zeta coin.
Is there a problem, officer?
Moving violation, sir.
What?
You're moving to a new home, right?
Well, yeah.
Let me quiet that down first. So let me see here. For example, all these are mostly remarks about Zeta coin because they're about made comments on Bitcoin trade 111, Bitcoin trade 08, 21, blah blah blah. So let's just click on one of these and see what it says. Okay, real quick. And it says, interesting. People should know that Bitcoin is just the tip of the iceberg. Blah 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 blah. And it goes into a whole thing. And what I notice is they all say about the same thing, and it seems like they're coming from different users and stuff like that, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with trying to market your cryptocurrencies. And so anyways, since people saw it and people made a comment on my Bitcoin trade episodes, I figure I'll look into it. And so one of the things I wanted to no, that's another thing. So one of the things I wanted to do was just look into it and see what is a Zeta coin. And so here's a website, Zeta coin, so anybody can look it up. Here's a website that trades Zeta coin. There you go. There's some recent price action right there. And then what else? Oh yeah, and then if you want to know the market capitalization of Zeta coin, here's a great site. It's called what's it called? Coinmarketcap.com, and you can get some recent up-to-date market capitalization. And so Bitcoin by far has the biggest and is therefore number one. And then Litecoin, Ripple, Purecoin, Dogecoin, assuming that's Nextcoin, Mastercoin, Namecoin, BitShares, Counterparty, Quark, Blackcoin, Primecoin, and then Zetacoin. Last time I checked on this, it was in the number 13 spot. Now it dropped to 14. These things tend to move around based on its value. And I've done some episodes on alternative cryptocurrencies and everything. And I don't have a problem with other cryptocurrencies. I don't trade with other cryptocurrencies. I don't buy other cryptocurrencies. My standard for investing into any cryptocurrency is going to be the same standard, and the reason why I invest in Bitcoin. If any of these cryptocurrencies at any point in time ever is valued at $1,000 per coin, that's when I'll look into the alternative cryptocurrencies, the other cryptocurrencies that are out there. And so that's my standard. Anybody else, I mean, they have their own standards. They could do whatever they want, but I've said this many times, and I've mentioned it in other videos. When someone asks me about how do I feel about the other cryptocurrencies, my opinion. This is my opinion. Okay, it doesn't mean that I'm right or wrong, but I just feel that all these other ones behind Bitcoin are nothing but copies of Bitcoin. And of course, you realize there's no what they call quote-unquote intrinsic value of any of these cryptocurrencies. But Bitcoin is unique in that it is the first. Okay, and I mentioned that, like the first person on the moon. Like, we all know who that is. The first nation to go to outer space. We know who that is. The first person or the first nation to send a person into outer space. We don't remember like the third, you know, person into outer space. We don't remember the third country that sent someone into outer space. You know, what's in the history books is the first, right? So you gotta be there first. So there's historical value in Bitcoin. So that's probably the reason why it's you know, it's valued so high. But anyways, there's all these other alternatives, and you can trade amongst them with each other and all this other stuff. But if you want to know what Zetacoin, where they rank, they're right there. They were at 13. I guess they dropped in value, and so now they're at 14. So this is another website that if you're looking into other, you know, cryptocurrencies, there it is. And so I want to do more research on it. What the hell is Zetacoin? I never heard of Zetacoin, so I just looked it up. And so here's some information I got. And now I'm not saying Zetacoin is spam or people are spamming people to buy Zetacoins, but I thought this article was very interesting in what they were trying to say about you know, how people market their cryptocurrencies. And this is a great article. There's the author, there's the date, it's let me see what, there's the website. I kind of like this. They got their, oh yeah, well anyways, I gotta go old, I gotta go non-tech to do this, but look at that, at bullshit. So anyways, let's see here. And if you read these articles, if you read this article, it's not about Zetacoin in particular, but I want people to understand how some others out there who are creating cryptocurrencies or trying to market their cryptocurrencies, how they operate. And this may or may not be a spam. I don't know how you would feel about it. I mean, you got to remember, this is all new. This is uncharted territory as far as what's being done and how it can be done, or how it can be implemented, how it can be marketed. So you know, nothing really happened here when I read the article, so I don't know why this person would say, well, new spam. I can see where he said new, that cryptocurrencies are the new spam frontier. And some degree it's true, because you know, if I look at this, and if I read these comments, they're all like almost identical, and it almost seems like I'm being spammed here or something like that, because this leads me to my other article. When I just googled Zetacoins, I mean, it came up because it mentions the name Zetacoins comes up around here somewhere. Let me see here. If you read it, you'll see where it says Zetacoins. Okay, the reason why there it is, Zetacoin. It's right there. And the reason why it's there, because the website for the CompuCoin, it says here, CompuCoin website listed all the competitors' cryptocurrencies out there, including the legit sounding Billion Coin, Catcoin, whatever, Lotto Coin, blah. So that's why this article came up, but it's not mentioning Zetacoin as being a new spam. It's actually talking about CompuCoin, but anyways, it seems like it's being marketed in the same way, through some spamming of some sort, or unsolicited emails, or people commenting on. Let me show you another one here. If this comes up, and then let me see, where is it? Okay, so for example, like this is a form, and this particular article, the Flash Boys mystery solved. This is about high frequency trading, and I guess there were some comments made, and then if you look here, and almost word for word, interesting, but Bitcoin is just the tip of the iceberg in the cryptocurrency world. You should do a piece on an alternative coin like Zetacoin. They are about to become one of the major mobile payment solutions around Africa. Leading developers are in meeting right now to make it happen. You can get Zetacoin at most major exchanges. And there's the exchanges, and there's Cryptsy right there. As of today, Zetacoins are 1,000 times cheaper than Bitcoin. 1,000 times. Well, you know what else is 1,000 times cheaper than Bitcoin? Dirt. Dirt is also 1,000 times cheaper than Bitcoin. What else is 1,000 times cheaper than Bitcoin? Nothing is worth 1,000 times cheaper than Bitcoin. But you know, I'm not making fun of Zetacoin at all. Okay, so people who have Zetacoins, good for you. They will be all over the news in recent few weeks. Do a research piece on Zetacoin for people who don't know what alternative coins are, or what to get on the, or want to get on the bandwagon before they get to $100 per coin. Right now they're only about 1 cent. 1 cent. Okay. All right. So anyways, and this is April 10th, and on some of my videos the comments are verbatim, almost, well, I would say it's just a copy and paste. So there you go. Okay. And so I guess, you know, there's nothing wrong with marketing. I think there's some rules against spamming though, but you know, I guess there's nothing wrong with leaving a comment like this on my video or on any forums. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, but I just wanted to kind of look into it, and then this is the actual article about the high frequency trading, in which the forum this comment came from. So here's another article talking about Zetacoins, mysterious Zetacoin news. So what's the mysterious Zetacoin news? Well, let's take a look here. Let's just scroll down to the small, I think very small article about Zetacoins. Okay, here it is. So there it is. Here's another article, and I've kind of read this article too on CoinDesk. Zetacoin value rises 500% on mysterious news. You know, Zetacoin is not a cryptocurrency for Catherine Zeta-Jones. You know, if these people really want Zetacoins to go up in value, they should get Catherine Zeta-Jones to be their spokesperson, like she did for, like, I think T-Mobile or something like that. There you go. She could be your face for your marketing. I mean, Catherine Zeta-Jones, Zeta Coins. I'm telling you, that's, I mean, if you really want to get some attention, that'd be something. Anyways, so it kind of talks about how to raise the value, and let me see, on the Bitcoin talk forums, no one seems to know what the news is, and many are warning it's a pump and dump scam by the owners of Zetacoin. Well, maybe not, I'm not sure. I don't own any Zetacoins, and really don't plan on investing in Zetacoin until it goes up to $1,000. So that's kind of my, you know, that's my benchmark for every other cryptocurrency out there, whether it's worth investing or not, because basically all other current cryptocurrencies are nothing more than copies of Bitcoin for the most part. I mean, whether they are or not, I don't know, but it just seems that way. And so when I look at another alternative cryptocurrency, I'm just going to look at Bitcoin and see what Bitcoin did or is doing, and then I'm just going to look at the other cryptocurrencies and kind of use that as a benchmark. So you know, until any other cryptocurrencies can reach $1,000 per coin, and this is just my opinion, you know, I'm not trying to talk bad about Zetacoins at all, but I'm just looking at something that's working now, which is Bitcoin, and then I'm going to use that as a benchmark for all other cryptocurrencies. So you know, if Zetacoin goes up to $1,000 at any given point in time, that's when I will start investing into Zetacoins. So if the owners or anybody out there listening or watching, I don't know how you're gonna do it. I really don't care how you do it, but you need to find some funding that will raise the value of Zetacoins to $1,000. And once you do that, I will probably start investing into Zetacoins. But you know, that's the benchmark I'm going to use for all other cryptocurrencies, is the benchmark that happened or occurred with Bitcoin. Go up to $1,000, and then you'll become a real player in the cryptocurrency game. Of course, that's just my opinion. So there's that news, and then there's another one here at the end. Again, the same person. This person right here, same company, website, and everything, but a little bit. Was it a little later date than that? Let me see. Okay, this was the 7th, and then this is the 9th, and of course today is the 11th, I believe. So I guess there's no other news than this. I mean, there's nothing came of it or from it. But let's see here. And let's see, let's talk about that. Okay, so it's right here. Zetacoin, the mysterious cryptocurrency which has been making waves this week. With the creator of the digital coin set to make a big announcement in the coming hours about a deal with a third party. So, there you go. Of course, this was the 9th. There's no more articles on this, so I don't know what happened. So there's the feedback for Zetacoin. So all you guys who basically made a comment in almost the same way, verbatim. Alright, I did a piece on you, and I don't have anything against you or for you, but since you made a comment, I'll reply with a video. So there you go. So let's continue on with the rest of this episode, and my advice to all you guys out there who are long in Zetacoin, get funding. Alright, find investors, whatever you need to do, but have the price of Zetacoin go to $1,000 per coin in US dollars. You know, whatever that is in euro or yen or whatever currency that you can trade on, ideal in US dollars for the most part. Have it go up to $1,000, and then you're going to start getting investing. Well, at least I will start looking into investing in Zetacoins. Alright, so you know, if anybody out there, same thing. If you're all starting a cryptocurrency, if you want to make it work, follow the path of what happened to Bitcoin. Have it go up to $1,000, and then you will start gaining more traction, more I wouldn't say legitimacy. I guess a legitimacy would be it. You know, you become a real player. You become a player into the cryptocurrency game. So that's my opinion. Thank you for commenting, and just let you know, you don't have to, you know, comment the same thing on all my videos. I did an episode on you. My advice to you, or my opinion, is put more money into Zetacoin yourselves to the point it goes up to 1,000, and then I'll start looking into investing into Zetacoins. So anyways, so let's go on to what I wanted to talk about here. Was I think I did speak about this in my recent episode about Bitcoin mining boom sputters as prospectors faces losses. And let's see who wrote this great article here. Olga. Okay, nice article. and it talks about what I was talking about in my last episode about, miners. They got cost, they got delays, they put money out on some mining rigs that hasn't even come in, and the price is going down, and so what's going to happen is it's going to squeeze some miners out. A lot of individual miners are already been squeezed out, and what's going to be left are the miners that have a great organization, a great business plan. I think there's going to be some issues with energy cost, because what's going to happen when the cost of energy goes up. Now, I don't know if anybody's ever experienced that, but I experienced that. I've witnessed it here in Houston, a spike in energy prices. I've also experienced that in California, back when Enron was, fixing prices. But what's going to happen when your $45,000 electricity bill becomes $100,000, $200,000, $1 million a month? It's going to hurt you a lot. It's not only the price of Bitcoin, but the price of electricity, the price of energy. So, there's going to be some constraints put onto these miners, which will then put, a constraint on Bitcoin. I'm talking about Bitcoin now, okay? So I'm back to Bitcoin. And what's going to happen to the price of Bitcoin? So my point is, in order for these miners to exist, to keep those mining rigs up for the Bitcoin network to transfer Bitcoins all over the world, the price has to go up. It has to, or else the miners will not be mining Bitcoins or even have their network up for Bitcoin. And so what's going to happen is a lot of these any miners out there, you're going to start seeing a lot of them start to fall off. And what's going to be left is only the best organized, the well-funded, and not only the well-funded, but any miners out there, they're going to have to invest in some renewable energy to offset cost of any energy prices going up. And so that's one of the reasons why I'm looking into investing into a renewable energy, because I think that's going to be a big part of cryptocurrencies, is the cost of electricity. And so that's going to be huge. Let's see, what else can I just briefly talk about, and let's just go over a quick chart analysis here. So I guess that's what you're all wanting to do. Let me see if you can see that a little bit better. Okay, so this is Bitstamp, and turns out this was the Red Scare, and we've seen this Red Scare so many times. I come to the conclusion that China, Russia, I'd even put North Korea in there. The only thing these people have left is the Red Scare, the fear of the Red Scare. All right, that's all they have. And by the way, these are also red too. But let's take a look back. And so this is an example of the Red Scare. There's a Red Scare. There's a Red Scare, and even more Red Scare. And here's the reaction to the Red Scare. It came back up. And so after a while, there's only so many times that you can, put out a Red Scare again, that people just stop believing in you. People just don't, you cry wolf so many times, like, people don't believe you anymore. You lost some credibility in some ways. But anyways, that's just my opinion on that whole thing, because if you look at it, here comes the Red Scare, and the thing is, I never really believe anything. When it comes to China, in my opinion, it's almost like you always have to consider worst case scenario with what's going on in China, because it can go that far. All right, because they have total control of everything. But there's a Red Scare right there, and it hit below this line, and as soon as the sell-off was over, which wasn't that bad actually, it's come back up. Now, whether it can stay up or not, I'm not sure, but this is a really good sign that there's good buying going on. A lot of this has to do with just uncertainty, in my opinion. Like, what the hell is going on with China? Like, get your shit together. Make a decision, damn it. And then this is just people who see this as a great opportunity. Just to let you know, I did buy at around 380 because I knew that prices may go in and out down here. Being oversold, I put a little buy position in here, and it's kind of worked out here. I don't know how long it's going to stay, but the fact that it's sprung right back up above this support line is good news, in my opinion. All right, so let's just go over the other charts as well. Very similar, but this is Bitsy on the 6 hour. Okay. And these are different lines. Have you seen my previous episodes? And I made some other lines, and they kind of fall like on these lows. And so, now with Bitsy is a little different. It's showing a different analysis here, and the price range is about the same if you look, but the chart is showing something different. It's showing it's not reached above this support line. It's actually hit up against a support and is hovering around as a resistance more than a support, versus Bitstamp and even Bitfin to some degree. If you look at Bitfin, it's kind of showing more in lines with Bitstamp, breaking through and then bouncing back up and staying above the support. And also Coinbase as well, 6 hour. Same thing, it's actually following this line, breaks through, and it must have been, for some people, it must have been very scary to see this, as, they might have been selling off, but for others were like, well, man, this is cheaper. I get more Bitcoins buying Bitcoins than I do if I mine Bitcoins. That's why I brought up the other article about, Bitcoin mining boom sputters as prospectors face losses, and it mentions that it's cheaper to buy Bitcoins than it is to mine Bitcoins, right? And that's what you're seeing, all right? Is people are realizing, instead of mining Bitcoins and dumping them out into the exchange, it's actually cheaper and possibly even more profitable as a gain to just go out and just buy the Bitcoins and trade them. So that's probably I don't know if that's the reason why you're seeing this springing back up, but if you look at it, there is some analysis, technical chart analysis going on here. So whether I'm looking at the three exchanges: Coinbase, Bitfin, and Bitstamp, and they're right here, and so they're above the support, except for Bitsy. But I have to admit, Bitsy has kind of been forecasting in some ways. It's the chart analysis is a little different than the others, and it's kind of shown a little weakness from all the other exchanges. But again, this is Bitcoin. It's so independent. It does whatever it wants to do. So Anyways, that concludes this episode. Just want to share that with you. This is over the weekend, and here's the date. If you're all wondering about the dates, and so that's kind of what's going on. And I hope you all had a great time trading. Feel free to comment, like, dislike, or even do a video response, and I'll end it off on Bitstamp. Okay, there's Bitstamp, and there's the price of Bitstamp, and there's that infamous 420. So, anyways, feel free to comment, like, dislike, or even do a video response. Until next time, stay tuned. Bye.